All right. We live?
We're live. We're live.
Well, all right, everybody. Welcome to Ravencast episode 28. Today we'll be interviewing the Whylster. I call him Whylster because I can't pronounce his damn name. welcome
It's
to
like
the
a
show,
slur,
Whylster.
dude.
You've
That's
been
like a
on the
fucking
show.
slur.
What up? What up?
He's been
It
on the
is
show.
me.
He's been on the show before as a guest. He's actually called in a few times. How you been?
I've been okay. It's Wildster with the hard R, all right. But pronounce it however you
Whylster
want.
with the hard R.
Just like it's Dan with the soft A. What's going on, man?
Hell yeah.
And with the soft day. So, Weisler, for the audience, for the newer audience that doesn't know who you are, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Shit, man. I don't know. I'm pretty new, but I'm looking to just make content. And just do whatever. I don't know. Fuck.
You host a show called Greenhouse. Not Green
Greenhouse.
Star. No, sorry, Green Star Radio. You host a show called Green Star Radio,
Yeah,
and
that's
I've been on
us.
there a few times. I've been co-hosting on it a few times. And what made you start doing Green Star Radio?
Green Star Radio. I don't know. I always just wanted to do like live stuff for like commentary and just other kind of content, you know. I always had that like itch for like years now, but since I'm like lazy and procrastinate, I just put it off for so long, but I'm about to not about to turn 20. I literally just turned 19 when I started it, so I said might as well just do it, get out of the way, you know. Better late than never.
Yeah, better late than never. And why did you specifically pick the commentary sphere out of all spheres to go? Like, what's special about the commentary sphere that's like, oh, I'm gonna make content?
It's literally rock bottom. Like it's the dirtiest place in the web, and it's honestly just so fun to just orbit, you know. Like you can see who's the guy? Billy something, the guy who
Billy the
like just
Fridge.
no, the guy who destroyed Carl Jobs in the
Oh,
like
Billy Mitchell.
defamation.
Yes,
Yeah,
Billy
Billy
Mitchell.
Mitchell. He's absolutely going hard on this commentary grift right now on Twitter. He's just like he's shooting out names that I doubt like how old is he, late 50s, someone at his age barely knows, but he knows, like people like Nicholas Diorio is just like absolutely like throb cock sucking him off like crazy.
Well, it's
It's just
because they got
terrible.
the story wrong because originally they defended Carl Jobs and stuff like
They're
that.
afraid of the
And
lawsuit.
now they have to bend the knee to Billy because they were wrong. Because everyone tried to paint Billy Mitchell as this evil villain back in the day, but then when Carl fucked up the lawsuit, now everyone's gonna have to stab Carl in the back and paint him as the villain because he fucked it up so bad.
True,
I think I
true, true,
missed.
true.
I think I missed something here. Can you guys just like put in
Oh
my
yeah, we're
theme
live
song
right now.
again?
We are live right now.
Yeah, don't say the N-word.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, we're doing an interview right now. Al, welcome in.
Yeah, I was
Anyway.
thinking that it's. Yeah, I noticed that we were on air, so I was like, I want to join and see what's going on.
Yeah, we're just asking Weisler some questions about himself. And what makes you like the dirty sphere? Like what makes you like I want to be in this dirty sphere knowing that it's dirty?
Well,
Like you just like the chaos?
I say dirty, but really I just mean like it's fun. You know, there's so many personalities that's really just like a fucking mosaic, really. And like it's always like a treat when it's basically like a civil war online where everyone's like going at each other's throats,
It's like
and
a
you're small
constant
enough.
civil war.
Yeah, and you're a small enough creator where you're like barely affected by it.
Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder.
I'm just gonna tell you this as like a small creator myself, which I'm a little bigger, but I'm still like a small creator. I still think me and you are kind of equal. Being like once you get bigger to like my size, once you get to like 100 to 500 subs, even though you are small, bigger creators will some reason start responding to you, start blocking you. In fact, hasn't that already happened? Like, hasn't Bowblax already blocked you, and you only have like 9 fucking subscribers?
To be fair, Bublox really just blocks anybody right now. Like there's like a bot like that you can use that'll just instantly block everyone who's following a user you don't like. So
What the fuck? Bowblax tipster R?
I whatever.
And you think that's what he did was use the bot, or do you think like he personally like blocked you because one of your tweets or jokes? which is
Probably, but just blocked me. I don't know. I really don't care. I'll still be making fun of Bowblax.
so. Was there like a Weisler arc before, like a pre, like were you known for anything? Like were you an orbiter before making your show?
I've been making content since like early COVID, maybe like 2021, kind of early. I don't know.
On
But
that
that was like
same channel, or or did you have a different channel before?
Whylster, just my like name, right? I used to just upload like I had that account for since like 2018, and I just
Mm.
basically made like a bunch of different content from commentary. I don't upload any commentary to that like main channel, but my Green Star Radio one, that's basically just gonna be for like my live stuff, everything I do live with the Green Star Radio like brand, you know. So, but yeah, I've been making content for a while, you know.
What kind of what content besides commentary have you been like making and producing?
It's a little embarrassing, but I used to just do a lot, not a lot, but my first video was like on Minecraft, like Bed Wars, you know. But after
Don't
that,
worry.
That ain't
Hey,
cringe.
I can
That's
share you an
fucking
embarrassing
base.
moment about myself. I used to do Wizard 101 content before transitioning to commentary.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I think that's more embarrassing because Wizard 101's literally a little kid's game for like, and I was like 10 at the time when I did it as well.
For the
So it
last
kind of made
person
sense for me
remaining
to
in
do it.
chat, bully Triton. Do it. I'm just saying,
Huh?
bro. That Wizard 101 to the last person in chat, just go after Triton, bro. It's over, man. He said
Oh
he
boy.
would do Wizard 101.
What
Y'all
did
cut that
he
shit
do,
out.
bro?
Huh?
What did he do, bro? He didn't do anything.
He did Wizard 101, bro. Wildster did
Oh
Wizard
yeah, I
101.
did was which a lot of people, which I'm not gonna lie, Wizard 101 is kind of fallen downhill as a game. But was Minecraft like all you did, or did you do other kinds of content? Hello, Weisler, you still there?
His mic.
Rip. Until we get Weisler back on the air, I hope
Dude,
everybody on our
dude,
team's having a great night, and I hope everyone hits the like button. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for this interview, as we are making the best content and small commentary possible because we are the most honest motherfuckers in this community. That's right.
I want to fucking game in myself. Dude, what the
In fact,
hell?
I'm gonna turn on camera. What, Weisler, you there? Your mic
hello,
still
I'm
sitting
back.
up?
I'm back.
Back.
I just had to pour water on my hard drives real quick. Sorry about that.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
you're
Is
good.
your hard drive water cooled or some shit?
No, I just poured water all over my PC, but we're back. We're back.
On accident or on purpose?
I got a little mad
I
at my
think
computer. It's all good.
I think you
I
did.
think to make it work, anyways. But so, what other content besides like Minecraft and commentary did you do? Was that all you did on the other channel? Or did you do more besides Minecraft?
Basically, I also upload like a bunch of like shit posts. I used to make a lot of like edits and shit. But really, like recently, I really kind of strayed from that. Well, I'm trying to stray. I haven't really like uploaded anything since like last year. But I'm making a comeback. We're making a comeback. All right, on the main channel. But I'm also trying to do something new with commentary on Green Star Radio. So I don't know. Just just pay attention to both. You'll see what happens.
So basically, you're saying is being in multiple, like you just doing content, multiple spheres, and having like separate channels, just to see which one works out for you, basically, and which one like you do better in.
Not really. I'm just doing really like what I like. But the GSR channel, Green Star Radio, is just gonna be more for like my live stuff with the Green Star Radio label. If anything else, I just like to upload, it should probably just be on the main channel, really.
Even though you are like relatively new to the sphere, have you ever been in any dramas personally, even like before like making content?
No, I have not been in. Like, hopefully, I get into more dramas, but as of right now, I am very much a virgin. That I have not been in any major content dramas yet. So here's hoping it happens soon.
Would you want to if Hey, I'll give you an opportunity if you want to be in a bigger drama. What creator would you call out right now? What creator would you beef with just to get into drama if you wanted to get in drama?
I'm calling out Nick Fuentes. Yeah, I'm calling out Nick Fuentes.
That's honestly based because that dude just fucking makes the right look really bad. And like he has some good takes, but he fucking ruins the good takes with all these fucking delusional bad ones that are made to rage bait people on purpose. But that's the thing, it's like he rage baits people at the same time wants people to take him seriously. It's like you can't have both. If you rage bait people, people ain't gonna take you seriously. People are just gonna see you as a jokester. They're not gonna see you as a guy that has an actual political movement,
have
you
a
know?
link to a
So I
video
understand why you beef with Nickel.
I have a link to a video we are going to post in the chat just to make fun of
So
Nick
what?
Fuentes. That dude is fucking soy blanco.
So
Swear to God.
in your person, hold on, in your personal opinion, like what makes you dislike Nick Fuentes? Like what makes you like I would start drama with him? Like what makes you like dislike him?
Uh, he's just annoying, and he keeps appearing on my Instagram reels when I'm trying to watch George Droid and other assortment of Jewish propaganda. You know,
Fucking hell. God damn it.
he's so soy.
He is soy because it's like he'll talk the biggest shit to people, but then when you call him out, he runs away or cries about it or calls you a Jew. It's
True,
like not
true.
everyone that hates
I'd
Nick is
rather
a
be a
Jew
Jew
either.
than
Like that's
some
the
weak
thing he
little
needs to understand.
fucking dumb shit, right?
I'd rather be Jewish than not be able to bench 300 like Nick Fuentes can't.
Fair enough, buddy.
That is sad that he can't bench like 300 like that.
I mean,
Real.
to be
So
fair, I
what's
can't.
the
To be fair, I can't bench 300, but I can lift a box without it fucking toppling me forward. I'm like that fucking loser.
so
Dude picked up a
what is the
cardboard
best
box.
so what is the best content like that you're proud of so far that you've made over like the years?
My best piece of content, honestly, which stream was it? I think it was my oh fuck. I think it was the Ellis Mark Dr. Lupo stream. I don't know. I think it was the one that ended off with like Roblox gameplay and me like gunning people down on the street.
What
Uh
the fuck?
I think you were on that. I think you were on that episode, Triton. I think it was the episode
I
covering
think
the
I
Ellis Mark allegations.
Oh yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I
That was a fun
remember.
stream. That was a fun stream.
And I
But
think the mango stream that I did with you as well was fun too because
yeah,
you gave
yeah.
I feel like you gave a fair take on the mango thing. And what should take and since you've covered mango, do you think mango should be unbanned from Smash?
Before I answer that, I do want to say that it is like a really big favorite of mine, that episode. But I feel like as it may not reach like my favorite episodes, but like it was definitely my most well structured one. Like barely going off track and just bringing up good topics. But I think Mango, as of right now, definitely should not be in spaces where there are like possibilities to endanger children or like any younger people in the space, especially in a kids game, right? So there are, and obviously it's not just limited to like kids and teenagers, right? It's other adults and unconsenting
Mhm.
adults who don't want to get humped by the back of their head, right?
Yeah,
So
mainly like women too. Like I think like he doesn't need to be in any events with alcohol or booze at all. Because I feel
true.
like if you're at these events and you're just fucking getting drunk all the time, like you're just and you're doing stupid shit like that, you don't need to be in public until you get your alcoholism figured out.
Yeah, I agree. Um,
Link in chat, boys and girls. There we go.
Yeah, if anyone wants to call in, which speaking since we're on the kind of like the mango topic of the Smash community, what you kind of covered the Smash community a little bit. What's your opinion like the Smash community and the double standards and a lot of the controversies they've had
oh
recently?
man, I actually put out my opinion on Twitter, right? It was a quote retweet. It was a quote retweet to Technicals, and basically all I had to say was obliterate the Smash community, right? It literally needs to get like torched down, Vietnamese village style. Okay, no survivors. All right.
Hey, what if they
I,
run through the jungle though?
we have
We get them.
the
Dude,
things for
have
that.
you
All right.
boarded
We need
just
We have you,
You
Dan.
run
That's why
away?
you're on.
Hey, when we're in the
We have
bushes,
you,
man, we
Dan.
don't got authority. We just aim and shoot, all right? Especially with
Hey,
the
man,
Smash
we'll
community.
drop
Yeah,
you
aim
while
and
they
shoot.
better-
Nairo better keep his head down, okay? Because the bullets are gonna be whizzing past his head. Man.
Shit.
Oh, not
This
just
is
past his
Yeah,
head.
Nairo's.
I would
I don't
aim
know.
it right at
Nairo.
his head for Nairo.
I think Nairo's head's gonna be all the way down the entire war if he's gonna keep going at that 15-year-old. All right.
Nah, Nairo would be my first topic. My first target, to be honest. Like the first one I'd shoot out of Smash community would be Nairo, then Leffen, because Leffen basically supported Nairo and covered everything up as Smash community dick rider.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on.
Do you
Let's think for a minute.
Go
This
ahead.
dude is probably so fat. If we shot him out of a cannon, he'd cause a nuclear explosion with wherever he landed. Should we?
Who, Zero?
You know what?
Headquarters?
I think he's talking about Nairo. Yeah, Nairo's
Yeah.
actually is fat too, which is the
Yeah.
funny part.
Nairo got fat. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has
not being
gotten
able to
fat over the
fucking
years.
Get blood to your heart quick enough.
Nairo pulled in a reverse Zero. All right. He got like big, like the Yo big man. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know what's weird? You know what's weird? It's like both Nairo and Zero done the same thing basically. Both are danger to kids, but Zero like got less fat and too skinny, and Nairo got too fat.
Just one little
Even though they're both pieces of shit, it's still kind of weird how that. So would you ever like? Do you think the Smash community could ever be redeemed or reformed in any way?
No, it's gotta be 20
No. It's a community with a kids game. It's the same thing with like the Minecraft community, okay? Too many predators, like it's like what's a good analogy? Someone with like honey, like a predator or some kind of animal coming to honey, all right? It's like a honey pot. So many weirdos, way too old to be like crawling around this community, like preying on minors, okay? That goes for any community that spawned from like a kids game or like any material made for kids, all right? It's bad. It's bad.
Terrible, dude. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I agree, to be honest, because it is. It does suck.
There is not a single like community that spawned from like kids media that doesn't have at least one predator. Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Even though commentary is supposedly supposed to be an adult-like community, even commentary has fucking predators in it.
There are so many small commentary creators who are just children. Okay, too many. There's like 16, 15
like way too many.
They are not the Aiden projects. They think they are. Okay, they are not the pink-haired little
Aiden. Like they're all
Goombas,
wannabe
man.
Aiden projects. You know what's crazy is a lot of them do look up to Aiden projects. They want to be Aiden, but they can't be because, for one, none of the bigger creators are going to allow them on the show because they're too old. Like they're not gonna talk to children on their shows. Two, a lot of these kids are way too spurgy. They're more spurgy than Aiden.
Yeah, I'm very glad, honestly, that I'm better late than never. Because if I got into this when I was like 17, maybe, I think around that time I was a little more spurgy, 16 even. I'm glad I'm getting into it like at 19, right? I have a little bit more experience and emotional development, all right? I'm not gonna like spat out an autistic rage over like a debate or some other spat on Twitter, some bullshit, you know? But
Yeah.
Hold on.
like I see that so many times though. Like I get a DM right from a guy who's in the not really the kind of the commentary half and half space. All right, but he tells me to like retweet a tweet calling out some other like deranged little retard in the same space. And I'm like, I don't want to do this, man. Like keep your shit to your like little shit
Like to
sphere,
your
all right?
Like to your own petty feud. I hate when people do that too.
What's up, Dan?
Bring up something.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old you are, you can still spur during a debate. It's just
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Just look at me for an
But
example. Happens every fucking time.
But I do want to say this too. I hate when they do that as well. I hate when when random people that don't even know you try to get you to retweet something and get you involved in a petty drama that they started. It's like, fight your own battles. You don't need strangers to fight your battles for you. Fight your own battles. If you're gonna start a war, fight the war. Or otherwise, don't start it. Don't fucking shit talk people if you can't handle it yourself.
Yeah, I feel like the more you grow up, maybe, the less likely you are to call your debate opponent the hard R, like pull a Jalen, right?
Oh no, there's 40-year-old men
Oh,
that do it.
speaking of that motherfucker, that was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Holy shit.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? It's like Dan's white, and people calling him a hard R. That's fucking funny.
Love for the
Jalen was
game.
like, no, here's the funny thing. I was at work, right? And I was doing a Jalen intervention. Like, this was like fuck couple years ago. I'm like actually trying to be like, Jalen, you need to shut the fuck up, get off the internet, and actually focus on yourself instead of these people. And then she calls me a retard. I'm like, what the fuck? I have a job unlike you, and I'm like, good dude. I must be making way more wage than you do. Oh fuck.
Triton.
Yeah, what's up?
Um, you're 1 inch in Jalen, and Bowblax is 1 inch in you. Are you pulling in or out to get out of there?
I am killing both of them for ever even going near me like that.
And
Fuck
yourself? One bullet, just line yourselves up. There you go.
no. Man, why do you? Oh yeah, you brought up since you brought up Bowblax, I'm gonna ask you Bowblax related questions since you kind of like go at him sometimes. What do you think made Bowblax like downfall? Like what made everyone hate Bowblax? What made everyone like lose respect for him? Basically, in your opinion, from what you've seen.
I feel like Kiffles is to Bowblax what Palpatine was to Anakin. Okay. You know the DMs, okay, on Twitter that Kiffles was saying to Bowblax. All right. Or would it be more fitting if it was the Padme to like a reverse Padme to like Anakin, where it's like Padme trying to fuck over Anakin, you know? Keffels did something, all right. Keffels was like whispering in his ear some bullshit. Turn trans, take my bathtub HRT.
Wait, that was Tipster though, because Bowblax hated Keffels actually, and Bowblax fought Tipster over Keffels.
Keffels was bouncing for Bowblax, man.
You didn't hear the news? You didn't hear the news?
What? Did Bowblax make
like everything else? Bowblax fucking. He was talking to fucking Keffels still.
Keffels was in his DMs like crazy, man.
Oh, that's fucking weird. That is weird then, because
she was bouncing up and down like her chest, like his or her chest going crazy, and she was like, "Oh, it's like Rouge, like physics from Sonic Adventures 2, right, Bowblax?"
You know what's? I want to go on a little rant if you don't mind, because I remember Bowblax used to more fag about Keffels and even like more fag against Tipster about Keffels, but here he is basically being like Tipster. He criticized Tipster for doing the same thing, and now he's basically being like Tipster.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, how are you going to criticize Tipster for being into LGBT stuff when you're going to do the same thing?
The worst part about it, Trent, is that he criticized Tipster like 2 years before he started doing Tipster's exact fucking thing. He fell down the Tipster pipeline, but Tipster, you didn't think he would be able to crawl out of that fucking shit because of how fat he is. But
Tipster's a Chad, bro.
Fucking Bowblax jumped in voluntarily.
Tipster somehow managed to pull like a Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But you know what's crazy? Bowblax hated Tipster so much that he became Tipster, basically.
Well, yeah, it's like basically like every like lol cow documentor, right? A lot of people who like Kiwi Farms, Spurs, like just absolutely farming like content from lol cows end up becoming the lol cows themselves, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a massive lol cow, like someone who was like going crazy over Christian, who ended up becoming a fucking like just as bad a lol cow as him, really. I forgot his name, but whatever.
It's called.
I think wasn't it like some? I heard some chick was like that too. Like there was multiple people that used to A-law Christian and like go after him, but became just like there was a female too.
Didn't that happen in like 2019, like around the time where he got arrested? Like
that happened. Yeah, but it's like multiple of them. Like it wasn't just one; it was multiple people. Started being exposed, just like Christian. And they used to all hate Christian. That's the thing too. It's like when you hate someone too much, then that means you're going too far, because that means you don't really hate them. You love hate, basically. Like all these people that hated Christian, they love hated him. That's why they followed him regardless. Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you exactly what this is, dude. I'll tell you exactly what the fuck this is. It's an unhealthy obsession. That's what it is. Who in their right mind? If you
100,000%.
here's the thing, Tried. Here's the thing, bro. If you really fucking wanted to go after a person, that's not fucking healthy, dude. That's not healthy. If you're a-logging somebody, even less healthy. The best thing to do is
Which
just
is nothing
document them once
wrong.
and
Which
move
I'm
the
not gonna
fuck
lie.
on.
I want to say this. Hold on. There's nothing wrong with like a-logging someone as long as you're not a fucking weirdo about it. You stick your points to the content or to whatever you're talking about. Call them out every like once in a while. Don't make it every day. Just make it like every time they do something stupid. And don't just a-log one person. Like call out multiple people if you a-log.
Yeah, no, the
Like
worst
don't
part
just be
about it,
a one-centered a-log. Like if you're gonna be a-log everyone. Like this is there are
being
successful a-logs on
consistent
Twitter.
is what you're saying, right? Like you can a-log
Yeah,
one person, but if another person does the same thing, you can't go around and tell that everybody, oh, this one person didn't do anything as bad, even though they did the same thing as the person I'm
no,
a-logging.
you a-log that person too. You a-log people based on your stances.
Yeah, because
And don't fake it and do shit like that. And I have a question, Wise. Would you ever consider yourself an a-log?
Not yet. Hopefully never. A-logging is kind of gay, honestly. I support covering a topic and then moving on, unless it's like a really funny creator to dog on, like Bowblax, because Bowblax just
Which
endlessly causes his own downfall, which
yeah.
is it is fun to make fun of and point and laugh at, you know.
That's why I make fun of Andy Worski a lot sometimes because I've been covering Worski for a few months now, Kino Casino, and that's how I see Kino Casino with Bowblax. And what made you start like making fun of Bowblax? Like, what was the thing? Was like, yeah, I gotta laugh at this dude and make some streams because he's
dressing
such a low cap.
up in dresses.
And it's not much even like a log on my part. It's just more like he's just endless. Like I said, he's just an endlessly tripping retard who just always finds a way to like ruin his own image, and it's just so constant that you're able to just cover it like on multiple
You know what's
streams. It's
fucked up?
it's
You know what's
magic.
fucked up about that? He was like
Yeah,
just everybody's fucking side character. Like he was just a side character who just hyped up the main character. And then he
he
turned
it
out to
was
be a total fucking fraud.
yeah,
He wore dresses, became transgender. Okay.
total like Icarus like falling like from the sun moment,
Yeah.
like all because of that black
100%.
dress.
Yeah,
All because of that
everybody
black
praises
dress.
Augie and shit and Nicholas Diorio. This dude had
Okay.
everything.
If you want my solid grade A like Wagyu opinion, if
Yeah.
Boblax never put on the dress, he would have survived the entire like demonetizing the BLM song situation and crying while Augie played fucking Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, he would have survived that. All right,
If
he
he didn't put
easily
on
would
the
have crawled out of
dress
that.
and make a fucking OnlyFans,
It's like
he could have
Spider-Man wearing the
salvaged
black
it.
suit, man. It's like Spider-Man wearing the black suit. He completely like ruined his own image, man.
Would you ever would you put on the dress yourself?
I'd sooner
Fuck
kill
no.
myself and my family before I put on a fucking
I'd
dress, man.
rather fucking drive a car into a fucking telephone
That's
post.
fair.
Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding.
I'm
I
not,
love my
Clip it,
family.
guys. He's
fuck
not
that.
kidding.
I'm
Clip
not
it.
kidding, dude. I'm
I'd be
not.
clipping on speed dial.
I have a good relationship with my family. Okay, I love my family,
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
but
but what would you
not
actually
as much
do?
as I hate black
What would you do?
dresses,
Would you not do it, or if they forced you to do it, you just like so? Say they
dude.
were
I'd be
forcing you to do it with a gun to your head. Say they were forcing you to do it with a gun to your head. Would you take the bullet?
yeah. Try and make it at least open casket, man. Try at least make it open casket.
And
Yeah.
do you think do you think like before Bo Blacks put on like their dress, do you think like Nicholas Diorio and the commentary crew were kind of enabling his shitty behavior? Because Bo Blacks was like
Maybe
false
Augie.
flagging shit and doing like these behaviors before like the dress thing, and I feel like Nicholas Diorio, even Tipster admitted this when I talked to him on EG Lately show that everyone gave him a pass. Do you think like a lot of people gave Bo Blacks a pass, and you think
No,
that's why he's too far gone?
Honestly, I have to say like probably Augie only because like they're really close, all right? Maybe not close enough to like snuggle up at VidCons, but like close enough for Augie to try and save face like go out of his way to like make sure Bowblax isn't seen in such a bad light. Like
Yeah, you know.
in oh,
I can't get mad
yeah,
at
go.
Augie because of that. I do the same fucking
Yeah,
thing.
go
To be fair,
finish.
to
Oh, yeah,
people like
finish your
that.
point.
Of course, yeah. Like they're so good friends, but it is good to like try and defend your friends once in a while, right? You wouldn't really be friends if you're just like completely throwing
But
them under the bus, right?
Yeah, of course.
But I think it comes to a point though, right, where your friend is obviously in the wrong, especially when he seems like such a hypocritical like freak. But Diorio was completely in his right to like call him out on that stream, and to the point
Mhm.
where like he made Bowblax cry, right? Like that's just on Bowblax for being an autist on the internet. Like if it comes to a point where like you're crying on a Super Mario Sunshine stream, you need to take a break. Like you should not be on a space where like you're making yourself look like a fucking donkey to like 600,
yeah,
1,000 people.
yeah, and I was around back then, like when he cried over like the copyright strikes thing. And honestly, you're right, because even Nicholas Diorio, which Nicholas Diorio sleeps for bad people all the time, but in this instance, he was the one actually calling out Bowblax for once, and like
Yeah,
actually
because he
calling
he made
Bowblax out.
Diorio look like a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah, he
Because
did.
Diorio
And but you
Diorio
know
was
what's crazy
completely.
though?
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
You know what's crazy though? Augie was defending Bowblax during that whole thing and convinced Diorio to stop bullying Bowblax. So I kind of do blame Augie like for enabling him a little bit. Not, I don't blame Augie 100% because Bowblax is
Yeah,
a grown ass man, but you can't. But the enabling, the
Hold on,
constant
hold on.
of letting Bowblax have a pass thing, like kind of made Bowblax more gone than
yeah.
help.
Just remember, Augie was just like trying to help him through the whole like copyright stuff. Like Augie wasn't the one who helped Bowblax into the dress. All right, Augie wasn't pulling up the zipper up his back. All right, just remember that. There's a
No, but
certain point. There's a certain point.
But I feel like
Okay.
Augie is only not helping Bowblax now because Diorio and everyone turned on Bowblax and he wants
I
to
don't
stay
think that.
face. I think that
I'm gonna give credit to Augie.
personally.
Of course, I'm
I
biased.
think it just came for Augie specifically. I just think it came to a point where this like friend or ex-friend by now has just completely gone off the deep end mentally and is
There's
just
no helping that. It's
now
out of his hands.
drifting to like a polar opposite point of view on the internet to yours and to the community you both formed, and it's probably a natural shift, kind of like icebergs, right? um
Mm-hmm.
Two icebergs aren't going to be the same throughout their life cycles. One's gonna eventually like kind of lose some of its shape and kind of like turn into a whole different kind of being, like kind of shape of form, right? So it's they're never really gonna drift away. All right. So on Augie's part, I can't blame him for wanting to just stick with his friends because his friends aren't gonna like be so volatile like emotionally to just drop him at instance. I feel like if Augie stuck with Bowblax through thick and thin to this point, it would have been detrimental to his
But
career and he probably would have become trans. So
the only reason I kind of disagree with Augie, like sticking by your friends, I think it's important you should stick by your friends, but Ballblocks do not stick by Augie at all. In fact, like there were times where Ballblocks almost threw Augie under the bus for shit, and it's like, why are you gonna put your energy and time to someone who's willing to just throw you away just like that?
true.
Because despite
And
But
and it's the thing, it's like I don't
definitely,
even dislike Augie. Augie's actually one of my favorites out of that whole group right now.
same over here,
Still,
I think he's a good dude. I think he's a good dude. He's very
in
consistent
fact,
when
like
you know.
when I criticize Augie, Augie literally retweets my tweets and laughs at it. Like he never blocked me over the years, but everyone
You got a
else,
good head on
they
his
all be
shoulders.
blocked.
yeah, I love the RC guys. Like there's obviously Augie and Connor, but then like Diario, I don't really pay attention much to Diario anymore, only because he's definitely got off the deep end with the political stuff, and also just the constant like a logging of Destiny and fucking
And
Ethan and all that,
Hassan,
and
yeah.
just yeah, all that like it's all just become so monotonous, and I'm just waiting for someone to be kind of like outed as a predator, so we got at least something new to talk about. I don't know.
I know, and I hate that. That's the only thing like that people would literally like want to talk about in this space now. Because I remember years ago we used to talk about scams. We used to talk about just shitty content. We used to
Yeah,
just talk
now
about all
now it's a
kinds of
factory
things.
Now
line.
it's
Now it's
just
just a factory
pedophile
line.
this, pedophile that.
Yeah, now it's just pedophile this, pedophile that. It's the pedophile factory line,
It's
basically,
like if
and
you're
I
so
kind of
worried
hate it.
about pedophiles, fucking go to Congress and tell them to release the Epstein files. Don't do this
Oh
shit
yeah, which
online,
that's gonna
fucking
be
idiot.
our next. Oh yeah, Wisler, would you want to stay for the Jeffrey Epstein segment because we're doing a segment on the government files after like we're done asking you questions.
I'm not really crazy about the whole Epstein stuff. Like I'll like it like a tweet referencing it, like going into it, but I'm not really in like focused with all that kind of shit.
We
Yeah, that's
Um,
fine. Which I'll
the thing
It,
which we
it is
still
crazy.
got
Did
more.
you hear?
yeah.
Did you hear about what the government said about that?
Yeah,
They
that's
That's
what
com-
we're
what to
gonna
bring
talk.
up.
Yeah, that's
They
what we're
said
gonna
it
talk
didn't
yeah,
about
exist.
tonight. Yeah.
yeah. That was crazy though. Like I no names on the list, and also he didn't kill himself. That's it. That's crazy.
And not only that, but they are now denying that the list never existed to begin with.
It's like,
Bullshit.
yo, if the list didn't exist, why is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison still, you fucking retards? I'll go as far as to say the government is more retarded than the commentary community. I'm just gonna be honest here, dude. Holy fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. I still rather some people in commentary get gassed over the government because I just hate them that much. Some of them. There's still a lot of nice people in the community, though. I'm not gonna lie.
See,
I'm
I
not
would
gonna say
argue that there's more nice people in commentary than there are good people in the government. So I
yeah.
just think,
That we can agree on because the government, nobody's good. They're all in it just for themselves and to be a puppet to
yeah.
the government, to the New World Order, whatever
And
secret
it's just
society
like,
runs the government.
speaking of fucking Nicholas DiOrio politics and shit like that.
I think that would be masonry.
What?
I feel like that would be something like Freemasonry because I did hear they have government connections.
Well, Freemasons are not. It's not the same, really. Like, if you want, I can see if Nif's available to explain Freemasonry if y'all want to know what Freemasonry is. But
Yeah.
let me finish the interview. We can get back to the Epstein
Speaking of
thing
like
segment. But
politics and Nick DiOrio, Whylster, you said
uh,
politics is like the reason why you stopped even giving a fuck about Nicholas DiOrio, right? Like you're just like this fucking Destiny
Yeah,
A-logging the politics shit.
true.
So it's like, okay, I've actually noticed a pattern, and I want to know if you noticed this pattern as well. It's pedophile this, pedophile that, politics this. Like
But then
that's not
also you want to
commentary
fit
anymore,
in,
dude.
and then you also want to fit in the recurring Hassan Ethan squabble, and then also
Fuck,
iDubbbz as a
Sarah,
cuck,
don't get me started on that.
and then that's just repeated like a pattern like multiple times throughout all that.
And what do you have to say to the people who would go after certain people for repeated patterns of behavior, but do that same
Uh,
shit?
I think it's pretty slimy, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
mhm.
that's it. I don't know what else to say. It's just kind of like,
because I remember like there was a when Bowblax was going after Tipster, Augie as well, and to an extent Tipster going after the two. They would bring up it's a repeating pattern of behavior with this shit, and it's just like I'm just thinking like, oh, okay,
Yeah, you wanna know why it's a repeated pattern? Because every single person in that whole group does the same shit, but they want to call each other out for shit they do themselves and keep
yeah,
doing.
uh-huh.
And they're willingly doing it. It's not like anyone's forcing them to. They're willingly doing a lot of this shit, but they want to fucking cry about when someone else does something they do.
So, Wildster, are you going to try and make sure and ensure with your Green Star radio channel that you don't fucking have a repeated pattern of behavior that's actually damageable to your reputation?
Hmm.
I'll try not to.
So,
um,
basically, the point I was alluding to is how are you going to be different from every other commentator?
well, for one, at least by my knowledge, I'm not retarded. I don't have any kind of brain deficiencies, so I'm kind of mentally checked out. I got that steel cap installed in me that I can't spurg out. But we'll see, we'll see. I've yet to come into any like serious squabbles or debates, so I've
Yeah.
yet to been thrown into the fire. I was trying to do something new. All right. I'm not trying to be the next Red Fox comms. I'm not trying to be the next fucking Dumpy After Dark, whatever he's doing. I'm trying to be me. All right, all right. That's all I can
So,
say.
okay, okay. So, I know Triton has a list of questions. I'm just fucking free. I'm just fucking free. Fucking
No, you're good. You're
flowing.
good. You can
Go
ask
for it.
whatever you want as well, because
My thing
we got a
is
lot of time.
because you came into commentary for a reason, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You came in because it's the lowest part of the fucking totem pole. Like anybody can fucking get in here. Fuck, I was in here. That tells you
Yeah,
enough already, dude. That tells
You
you
know,
the fuck enough. My
you
shit
know
is
what's crazy?
terrible.
People and a lot of people say like the sector's the bottom of the bottom is worse than commentary, but I'm in both the sector and commentary, and I'll say commentary is way worse than the sector because at least the sector you can have fun conversations. It's not all drama 90% of the time.
Okay, I'm not gonna
It's
throw.
like yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna
like
throw.
drama is still like its main thing, but it's not all like people don't hold that it like people know how to separate real life and the internet. In commentary they don't. Not at all.
I think it depends on the
yeah,
type of community you foster in commentary.
yeah. And I say uh, uh like like commentary like as a genre on YouTube and basically streaming as a whole and like just content creation, right? Is
It's
so low
so
hanging fruit, but it is like sometimes low hanging fruit that tastes the sweetest. I've like been consuming commentary like content since maybe 2016, 2017.
Who was the first
Um
person you watched?
Pyrocynical.
I remember the
Hmm.
first time
So you
fucking
watched the
Cynical,
watching
I'm
so
Alex.
Pyrocynical.
you watched the furry first. I'm
I've been
joking.
in commentary so long. I
I
remember
the
typing in
clause
anger against iDubbbz at the iDubbbz Leafy
well,
contest.
I'm just remember, I'm Alex used to be a really good commentary YouTuber before just the entire shit show, like just everything. All right, you used to be a really good content creator.
He I used to like
Actually
Alex in
I
2018, but then Kava
I never
started
liked
making
that
videos,
fucking
and I liked Kava's
snaggletooth
better.
fuck. I never liked him. I never liked him.
I liked all the like English commentary YouTubers. Like I actually
Yeah,
used
but
to
there's
be kind of a big fan of Memulus. I used to be like, there's obviously the other big
there's
names
one
like
thing to
Leafy,
already
I'm
the
say
not
that he's
Keemstar,
yeah.
Scarce,
I'm not gonna
but
lie. I used to be orbiting Kavas and the group of people that used to A-log and hate the English commentators
I
because
think in
they thought a lot of them were
2019 or
slop.
2020, Augie said something about the British commentators that they were so fucking
Yeah,
pretentious
Augie
and
was
they
also
acted
kind of
better than
part of
they
that
actually
too, a
were.
little bit.
yeah. I don't know. I definitely drifted away from like the English commentary careers though. Like I haven't even touched a Memulus video since maybe 2019, like
Yeah,
2020. Like I haven't watched him since like a crazy long time. There's
I've,
also
I
Will
haven't
and
watched
Me.
him since 2021.
Yeah.
I haven't
But
watched him since 20 fucking 20.
I was a big fan of Scarce instead of Keemstar. I used to get all my news from like Scarce. I used to watch like Keemstar here and there, but not as much as like Scarce. I used to
Mhm.
watch Scarce like every day almost
Yeah,
just to like keep up because it was kind of hard around that
I,
time with school and shit
I
like
like
that.
Scares too,
When I was
and
young, I used to think Keemstar was a giant fucking retard.
I still think Keemstar is a giant retard. But Scare the reason why I like Scarce over Drama Alert is because Scarce would just he didn't even give his opinion. He just tell the facts and just leave it at that and leave for the audience to decide. Like he's
In
a
the
real like news
news,
channel.
Triton is fucking gay. He watches John Scarce.
I love watching John Scarce, and I'm gonna watch John. Well, if John Scarce would get the fuck back online, like holy shit,
Dude
he's
is
been off.
fucking
He's been off the
bad.
air for like many years. Get the back on. We need your
He's
news
done.
videos. Come on, Scarce.
Actually, you know what's fucked up? John Scares could actually dominate the market again, dude, because Keemstar hasn't been
Oh
doing
yeah,
fucking
speaks.
drama alert.
Oh yeah. Was there any like creator like did Red Fox Combs or any other podcast kind of like inspire you to create Green Star Radio a little bit?
Probably Come Town. I like Come Town. Do you know
No
that
fucking
podcast?
way.
What?
Really? Are you
Huh?
fucking serious?
Yeah.
I don't know who that
I used
is.
I used to
You
listen to them
don't
like
know?
every day, like on at work.
Come Town.
Yeah, Come Town.
My favorite fucking segment they ever did was the Indian Tony Soprano. I swear to God.
Yeah. That's funny.
I've never
Listen to
watched them, but I
Lindsay
can watch. I can.
Anyway,
Yeah, so you're
All right,
inspired by
Triton.
Come Town. Like, is Come Town like commentary, or did they like carve out
No.
stuff out from?
It's like there's just a few comedians and they just like sit around mic and they just like shoot the shit basically.
So
It's kind of like a lot
basically,
of comics today podcasts.
you wanted to basically bring their like comedic talents into commentary, basically.
Kind of. I haven't done it yet, but like I'm trying to
But that's the plan.
meaning to now. Yeah, kind of.
Get me
Kind of like
on
when it comes
board
down
with
a little
that.
bit RFC.
Get me on board with that. I'd love to fucking help you work that shit out.
Oh yeah, man. Get on Green Star Radio, man. We'd love to have you.
In fact, I call in the Green Star already almost like mainly like when you hit me up, but like almost probably every episode I call in. Pretty much.
Okay.
Which, by the way, RC people watching right now, go subscribe to Green Star Radio. In fact, I'll put a link in the description. Right, I mean, not in the description, in the chat. There's five. Hold on, let's see. There's like 5 people watching right now. Let's go. Make sure y'all hit the like.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
I already thought of this skit for Green Star Radio. Oil Baron makes a commentary video. I don't know. It seems funny as fuck to me, dude. But anyway, so wait, what the fuck? You said we had 5 viewers,
Well,
dude. You're fucking bullshitting me, Triton. You're bullshitting me.
well,
dude.
no, YouTube. No, it did earlier. We had 5 earlier, but now it
That's
says 3.
fucking gay.
Which
Why are
numbers
you-
are not really. I'm not gonna lie. The numbers are not really are accurate because I remember one like yesterday was
We're not
actually a
even
good
doing
example
that
of this.
skit anymore, dude.
Hold on. Let me explain real quick. So yesterday, I said there was only 1 person watching, but there were like 10 people in chat typing in chat. I'm like, how the fuck is that possible?
Trying to
And
stop
then it went
botting.
from 1. And then it went from 1 to 18 to 2 to 5 to 1. And I'm like, why does it jump like all the like my numbers are fucking weird. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Susan
Make sure y'all hit the like
Wachowski
button.
hacked in the mainframe and decided to fuck you.
But once like the 24-hour thing comes, the stream will update its views and it'll tell us like the actual views we get. I guess YouTube just doesn't know how to calculate. I don't fucking know what's up with YouTube anymore at this point. But yeah, let's see more. I'm looking at this thing real quick. Oh yeah, what's the future for Green Star Radio? Like, do you plan on making it like a big commentary show, or do you just want to stay? Like, what's the end goal for Green Star Radio in its future?
Well, I'd love for it to be big, obviously. I just want to like above all else, I just kind of want to have fun, really, because there's a lot of people I'd love to talk to and just shoot the shit with. Maybe not on a recurring basis, but just to meet and like just fuck around with, have fun, just on a stream, and that's it, really. If it gets big, it gets
would
big.
you
If it
wanna meet?
flounders, it flounders, right? Who would I love to
Oil
meet?
Baron.
Yeah, who would you love to meet?
I'd love to meet this oil baron who becomes a content creator in the commentary space.
Yes. Fucking be
But in the commentary space right now, honestly, just talking with Augie would be pretty sick. Honestly, that'd be pretty cool. Or even Connor,
still around?
or both at the same time, bro.
He's still around.
Sorry.
Is Augie
Oh,
still
yeah.
around, or is he hiding in the shadows?
Hey, no,
No,
he's around. Augie does content
50-50.
again.
Yeah, he had this whole like subathon like called RFC Mania. I think that was like June sometime, or even like late May. I can't remember honestly. But that was pretty good content. He had over confusing. I think fucking. Who else? Damn, I'm like just like crossing my wires right now. I have no idea. But yeah, it was fun, you know. They like he still got it right. Like there's still the boys over there are still very entertaining. So
Yep.
I also like to talk to. Actually, no, I have talked to Turkey Tom, only on like a call-in basis, where Turkey Tom and another creator named Lotan used to do Fortnite streams where they just do call-ins and just hang out. And I actually got to talk to Tom. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him again. Who else?
I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
Tom is like a
if I
shadow
ever-
right now.
If I
Tom is a
ever talk to Turkey Tom, I call him a cuck.
I just have to build a shrine for Tom, and then he'll probably like spawn in my room or something. I just gotta get
Yeah.
Mike up to him.
I
Which-
could build
which-
him a fucking. I could build him a real life fucking nether portal.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I would love to
Yeah.
interview Augie on especially like as a critic. Like I would love to interview Augie on a future RC episode as well. And if we do get that interview, I wouldn't mind to do a collaboration effort with Green Star Radio.
Right, if he calls
That'd be
you
pretty cool.
slur, are you gonna get mad though?
No, because I'm gonna call him a slur, and I'm gonna call him an Asian retard, Asian chink, ching chong, motherfucker.
We're gonna take it down. Fuck, we're gonna take
Nah, we've said worse on this show. Come on,
it.
this is Ravencast.
Yeah, like how to destroy the Middle
Plus, like,
East.
there's only like 3, 4 people watching, and it's mainly people that know us already. Which just is that's one good thing about being a small creator is you get to say whatever the fuck you want, the most outlandish shit, and no one flag your shit down because it's only your community
That would be
watching
the
you,
best
basically.
fucking gift ever. To come into a whole shit ton of audience members and just say the most outlandish shit, and like nobody drops you because like they're like, wait, how the fuck did this guy even come in? That's a fucking
I used to do that in servers back in the day. What's wait? So how long have you been watching? Wait, so you've watched commentary before you've doing content. So what made you wait like so long to
Like
do
far
content?
before.
Did you just not want to? Yeah, like what made you not want to
Um,
do content back then?
I took a taste of doing like quote unquote commentary content on my main channel back in like I think it was 2023, 2022. I don't know when this creator, mainly in like and like Shuck Meister. I don't know if you heard of him, but
I've only heard of him three
he was getting like
times.
you have heard of him.
Yeah, only three times though. He sounds very fucking familiar.
Oh yeah, he's like an autist like engineer scientist in that like anime space, but that's like going off track. But he got into like a shit show, like just a just spat fest on Twitter. But and then I kind of covered it, like not like vocally. I only did like a slideshow of people like shitting on him with like music in the background and just throwing shit posts in the video. Like that's the only taste before Green Star Radio I've ever had making like commentary videos. So I don't know. I'm excited though. I'm starting out very early. Okay, well, not early as in like a like genre sense, but like early in my careers as a commentary creator. So I'm excited.
Mm.
Just see where it goes. If it flounders, shits the bed. Well, that's what happens, right? I'll just do other shit.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing. To be fair, I only came to this
And that's
for
what
like
we've been doing
Yeah.
with Ravencast. It's like it's like I know it's like we don't get like we barely get anything sometimes, but it's like I like to do the interviews for fun, just to learn about creators, and not only that, but just to talk to people too, just to get to know people's lores, people's past, and just and shoot the shit with people too. That's how like I've met a lot of like my
speak of knowing
connection through
people,
doing these
everybody in chat
interviews.
that's still here, make fun of Triton for fucking up the Casket King interview fucking clip on YouTube Shorts. Make fun of him for it.
How did I fuck it up?
The aspect
I
ratio was
uploaded what
completely
you sent.
fucking off.
I didn't do shit with it. I uploaded with what you sent me.
I thought you gotta fix the aspect ratio, my dude.
Not my fault. Hey, you
Alright,
know
I'll
what's
fix it
crazy?
for you.
We still got a lot of we still got a lot of views for that short, so it doesn't really matter. So I don't know why you're
Yeah.
bitching.
It was a good fucking short too, man. I feel like you should have uploaded like a whole ass
Yeah.
clip. Like a whole ass
Which
like
I'm trying
live
to,
stream segment of
if I'm trying to find like someone to clip my shorts for me as well to get more shorts uploaded to the channel, which I'll
Yeah.
talk to more people off there. There's already some people I plan on hitting up as well about that, so we're gonna get that, so we get all the short because there's a lot of content that's clippable that we can get
Yeah.
millions of views on the shorts just because our streams are that good. But in order for streams to
That
go,
fucking
like
shit
you
is
gotta clip
fucking
shorts because a
hilarious.
lot of people are lazy as fuck and want to just watch shorts instead of sitting and watching the show. Like for some reason, people like shorts. They love clips. They love shit like that.
Yeah.
But so, what kind of would you like? Would you still like? Are you still gonna stick with this kind of commentary, or would you ever like plan on like changing Green Star Radio to like different sphere of commentary, like away from like the RFC guys?
I'm not even like
Because I
around the
see.
RFC guys. I'm just like doing commentary as in just covering what's going on right now. Like I'll cover like anything from like even the Epstein shit from going on right now to maybe even fucking whatever. Like Bowblax, sure, Bowblax. Just Bowblax trying on a new dress today. I'll cover that to something as crazy as Iran
Aliens
getting
being
nuked.
discovered.
Okay,
Aliens being discovered.
alien bent over, spanked. I'll cover that tomorrow, man.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, wherever Green Star Radio goes, I don't care. I'm just trying to have fun.
He's
So
just,
you're
Even
yeah, he's
like
just
trying to
just
have
trying to
fun
just
in
do it
that.
for
doing
So
fun.
like, what you're gonna
even
what you're
what like
saying is,
Burn the World does, that'd be pretty cool to kind of replicate. Like just playing games and just talking about shit with other people on the call. Even I'd consider that an episode, right? That would be like fun to me, right? And I'd still consider that an episode.
yeah. Oh shit. Actually, you're talking to Burns' biggest loyalist here. Did you know that?
Yeah, Dan's
Awesome.
literally Ginger Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Want me to reach out to him for
In
you?
fact, Dan's supposed to dye his hair orange. Oh yeah, you know we're true Burn loyalists. Your hair's not orange.
You don't know that. My camera's off.
Your camera was on like
He's
No,
literally
in the middle
like a
of
few.
dying.
I'm dying it, you fuck. That's why it's
He's
off.
dying out right now, man. You can hear the
Uh,
faucet, can't you?
oh, so you're dying for Burn. You're dying for Burn the World 10's life.
Dyeing my hair, dude. Fuck. Hold on a minute.
Oh, you're dyeing your hair.
Yeah.
Bet. Watch it be cap. Watch it not be orange, guys. Watch it be a filter too, or something like that. You'll never ever join the Ginger Army. Truly.
Okay, that's two. That's one way to fucking
Oh, and not
explain
only
it. You
that,
wanna know why I haven't?
only that, but you have a soul. Wait, hold on, Dan. You have a soul. You can't join Burn's army. You have a soul.
Yeah, I'm a liaison between you and Burns. Do you not get it? Fuck.
And I'm just mainly joking.
Yeah. Wait, you're joking on liaison status, bro? There's a reason why y'all
No,
two
no,
haven't
no,
talked
no,
before yet.
not
Because
liaison.
of me.
About
Because
you
of
not about you not being a part of Burn's army.
no, I am. I am. Anyway, yeah.
Burns silly. Burns silly.
No, Burn is cool. We've had him on the show before. In fact, he might be one of the next guests I interview after I do that cucumber guy interview.
Do you want
Sick.
to reach out to Burn, Wylster?
Sure, might as well. I just want to ask, as
Oh wait, no,
a
I'm
loyal,
doing it. I'll reach out after on air. But go ahead.
I just want to ask Dan, as a die-hard loyal Burn fan, what do you think about him like bringing on and talking to Bowblax? Do you think it's kind of like cool, or do you think like that's something he probably shouldn't be doing?
See, there's two sides to this. It's gay if he just acts very cordial and doesn't criticize him on shit he's done in the past. It'll be very fucking cool and not gay if he can do the oh hey Bowblax, what's going on? Yeah, why the fuck did you wear a dress, dude? What the fuck was that?
Well,
Yeah. But he only
but
has Bowblax on as a means of collaboration, so I doubt he's really in the market to kind of attack and like
hold on.
just spit
I
on
can give
Bowblax while
so
on the
I've
same
actually hold
call.
on. I actually talked to Burn about it a little bit, and Burn just sees Ballblocks as a friend. Like he's not really involved in the Ballblocks drama. He just wants to be friends with them because he has like stuff in common with them, and he just fucks with Ballblocks and thinks he's chill. And he also hates that just because you get criticized by Nicholas Theorio, it means that no one can be friends with you, and he thinks that's gay, and that's why he's friends with Ballblocks. He thinks that whole thing is gay of guilt by association.
Oh yeah.
Like he's openly told me in RC calls that he doesn't support everything Boblox does.
Yeah, good for him. If he wants to like be a man and just like completely just tone out like everything being said about Bowblax and just hang out with him because he's fun to hang out with and not really any kind of shit going on between them, good for him. It does take a lot very like shit on content creator because you guys share the same like kind of interests. Yeah.
Plus, it's like I know like Burn was talking to Boblox before the fallout because we actually were trying to get Boblox on a show, former show that I used to co-host before I left it called Wall Smashers, but Boblox bailed on us sadly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you did too, Trenton. Don't lie about that.
What do you mean bail? Yeah, I left their show because that show was shitty.
So you better.
Yeah, I bailed on it bad out of good reason.
So did you just bail out of it like while it was moving 60 miles per hour? Or did you bail out of it as soon as it stopped?
No, I just told him. I just told him I'm done. And actually, a lot of people actually tell me they're like, "Man, you should go back to Wall Smashers. It's boring and it fell off when you left." Like I get that all the time from people that still watch Wall Smashers.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen a Wall Smashers episode for fucking ever though.
Yeah, because me, Huggy, and Demented were the original Wall Smashers. Not all these, and Burn too, because Burn actually did good on Wall Smashers too. But all these Johnny Con Latelys like Victor Burns and Echo Tragedy and shit like that, they should have
I have
never
a
been
few
added to
words
begin
about
with.
Victor Burns, bro. Yeah, I have a few words for that fucking guy if he'll ever fucking DM me.
Hold on, hey, Weisler, can we call someone out real quick and then get back to the interview?
Yep.
Hey, Victor Burns, you're a sackless, lifeless piece of shit, and you should fucking jump off a river and never come back, you piece of fucking old man, piece of shit, pig. Go
Hey, Victor
fuck
Burns.
yourself, you
You know
fucking
what it is?
faggot.
Victor Burns, it's a day that ends in Y, which means you're fucking pathetic and you should fucking jump off a cliff.
You know what's
I
crazy?
said
He's
jump off
old,
a
so
cliff, but all you really need to do is just walk to the edge of it and it'll sort itself out for you, fat fuck.
you know what's crazy? He's literally like almost like 50, so he's gonna die before any of us in this call, and I'm
You're almost
glad.
as old as my fucking dad, dude. Are you fucking kidding me?
I know he's almost as old. Like, bro, he's literally only like a few years younger than my dad. Like, he's a fucking old ass man still in this fucking commentary spear shit. Sorry about that, Weisler. Dan brought up some fucking stupid, useless tool, and I had to put him away.
Yeah, and to put him in the drawer and never talk about it
I
again.
had to put him in. I had to put him in the drawer and double lock the drawer 50 times so it never escapes. Because that's
Yeah,
how
no,
sad and pathetic. Not only that, but Victor Bird supports an actual rapist named Cog. So yeah, there's that
dude,
too.
Victor Burns fucking called me out for the first time, and I never had a problem with the fucking dude. He's just
I
like,
never had a
oh,
problem with him
it's
either,
a
but
day
he
that
fucking
starts with
randomly
Y
snakes me for no
or
reason.
fucking ends with Y. That must mean Dan's fucking mad again. Dude, Victor Burns, only for you, pal, will I be mad on a day that ends with Y. And only then may Scully stop boning you in the ass, you fucking retard.
Anyways, enough dealing with the old man because we already put him in the drawer. We don't need him
Yeah.
getting out again. All right,
I
let
had
me
to put a padlock on it, dude. Swear to God.
Yeah,
Put it
we had to put double padlocks because he's such a lifeless piece of shit that no one
all
wants
right, all right,
around.
all right. Let's get back to the interview.
All right,
Wildster,
sorry about
Wildster. I have a bit of a question for you, right? So we talked before, right?
I
Like we
don't
had a
think so,
previous
honestly.
interview, like a little bit of a previous interview. Me and you talked a little bit.
I don't think
Uh,
so. I think this is
I
our
mean,
first meeting.
you've been on the he's been on the show before, but I
Maybe,
don't know if you've been
maybe,
on.
maybe by on accident. I'm not sure.
You've called
I've,
into some of our gaming streams and some of our other shows just to
yeah,
call in for a second and dip.
yeah, very briefly, yeah.
yeah. So I want to get the person we're interviewing. I want to get the interviewing. I want to get their insight on what we could do better as Ravencast. What do you think we could do better on Ravencast as a outsider coming in for an interview? What do you think we could do better on this show, Wildster?
Mm, maybe, maybe more visuals. I don't know. Maybe like uh I feel like a lot of them might just have it on the background, but also a lot of them could be just wanting a video to look at, especially like having an actual webcam and like of
Oh
all
yeah, we're
the
getting all the visual stuff I plan on eventually once I get
Yeah,
all the equipment. The problem is I just need I plan on getting like a green screen, like making it professional eventually. But I'm just waiting until we grow to do all that, just so like we already have like an audience for it when I do it. So I don't just spend enough. I don't want to spend all the money and put all the time into it, and then not go anywhere basically.
dude.
but
I didn't spend a dime making mine. It's
all right.
ezy,
So I have
really.
a question.
I
Would
know, but I'm talking about I want to go like all in now.
Okay.
so how many subscribers would you need to go all in for, Dan?
Only
I'm
like a
going all in at zero,
thousand.
man. I'm going all in at zero.
talking about.
I just mainly, I mainly do the show as like a hobby, just to chill out, talk to guests, have fun a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I'd take Green Star Radio like seriously unless like actually making like some kind of monetary value out of it, right? Like
Which
I'm
I
not.
probably will. Which I need to for the visual thing as well. I'm still waiting on my Ethernet cord, but I'll probably get to which Neth already has like visuals set up already as well, which we could talk more about that off air as well, Dan.
Sure
Which
thing.
this is a question I had earlier, like in the doc, but what was the worst topic like you've covered that you're just like, I don't like covering this. Why did I ever cover this?
Um, shoot, probably. Uh, damn, I'm not sure. So like look back to everything I've ever covered. Maybe
I
I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna give two responses. I'd say one was probably the Dr. Lupo chess shit that went down, only because I'm not crazy about chess and it's kind of boring, honestly. And two, the updated GTA 6 stuff. I kind of wish I went a little more into that and properly shared it. I kind of only gave like face value, didn't really go more deeper into that. And yeah, that's kind of it. Everything else I kind of just liked.
Yeah, because
It's
I
just
know
fun to
like a
cover.
little bit. So I know a little bit on that episode. Like you kind of were just a little vague with it. Like you gave your opinion on it, but it wasn't like all in like covering it.
Yeah, only
It's
it's
more
funny.
like
Only up to like this my most recent stream episode I did, like episode 8. Like I did not share my screen whatsoever until episode 8. That's so embarrassing. Especially when I'm having someone else like you in the call train and I'm just like telling you what's going on and like telling you what's going on here and there. But
yeah.
now that I've gained a brain cell, right? I'm actually gonna start screen sharing what's going on my computer now. Just so you at least know what's going on, right?
See, and I'm kind of glad like that. I was able to meet you because it seems like you're kind of someone in like Ravencast's shoes where we're just growing. We're kind of like we're still small, kind of get trying to get bigger, and we need to also grow brain cells a little bit too. Because even though you're not diagnosed, like the retardism will even get the normal people too. Because Nif was never diagnosed with autism, but him stepping in commentary made him so retarded that he doesn't even know what day it is anymore. Sorry, Nif.
That'll be yeah. Second the commentary boosted my fucking autism to like a massive fucking level. Swear to God.
It ain't no shot at Nif. It's just
Yeah.
how fucking toxic commentary can be. Like commentary can be really, really fucking crazy and unhinged sometimes, especially with like blood sports too. Which have you ever like been involved? Wait, you said you have. Have you ever watched any blood sports or anything like that?
Oh, me?
Why is
Oh
yeah?
yeah,
Have
sorry,
you
I'm on Twitter. What was the question? I'm sorry, I'm retarded.
have you ever watched blood sports or anything like debates, like where people yell at each other and like deep throat each other, stuff like that?
Probably Raj Roulette, I think it was called. I only watched like a couple like video like streams about that. Um, the Destiny Turkey Tom like kind of Raj Roulette videos and streams were pretty fun. With like Ice Poseidon, that one like buff black vegan guy.
Vegan
Um,
gains? Oh my fucking god.
vegan. Yeah,
I haven't
vegan
heard
gains.
about
Vegan
vegan
gains.
gains
That's
in
right.
several years.
This is so funny.
Oh, that dude is funny.
And then there was also Drew. Goku Nar is such a like not a spurg, but he's like he's kind of like in his artistic phase right now. Like like man, he's going crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Galcanaro kind of fell off. In fact, he built his whole career on being a victim to H3, but now sucks H3's dick. Like, how do you do that to yourself? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, how can you build a career making H3 videos, but then you end up like submitting to H3 in the end? It's like, why did you make all these fucking 40 videos then, bro? So I don't get with these creators. Are y'all still there?
Mm. Yep.
All right. But yeah, that's what I don't get about these creators. But let's see. Is there any small commentators you watch or interact with?
Small commentators. Honestly, just right now, not really. I don't really pay attention to small commentary. Just from like a consumer point of view, right? If I'm laying down from like getting off work and I just want to watch something, right? I'm probably putting on like just the first thing I see. Um, just like talking with, I talk to like a good chunk of small commentary creators. Yeah.
Who would be the most favorite small commentary creator you've ever interacted with?
Um, of course, besides you, um, maybe Scrag. I like Scraggy. Scraggy's a good content creator. Either Scraggy or who's that one like English guy like Tom something? I don't know his name. Fuck. He does like Minecraft shorts, like commentary videos, but not like actual shorts, but just videos. I forgot his name, but whatever. Samuel, that's his name. Is Samuel
Oh,
considered like
Samuel,
small
yeah.
commentary? Is Samuel considered small commentary?
Well, they used to be small commentary, but now I think they're more mainstream now. Because
Yeah,
when I actually
maybe.
met them like around like last year because a bunch of drama happened with like a bunch of people within like our communities, like mutuals of ours. So I got in contact with Samuel to deal with that. Samuel's pretty nice about that. It was just a bunch of spurgs causing issues back then. That Samuel had to come in and mediate several times. So I'm not gonna lie, their communities could be like Samuel, Ace, and them. Their community, like they're them as people, they're okay, but the communities are toxic as shit. Well, there's some nice people in it, but there's a few like toxic kids. It's mainly the commentary kids that they attract that are toxic.
Dark
And that's
Docs is
just
pretty cool too. I don't mind Dark
yeah,
Docs.
Dark Docs is actually one of my favorites because Dark Docs has helped a lot behind the scenes, and he's also like a good friend to chat with as well.
Yeah, I've never talked to him in a call. I've only talked to him by like DMs, but he is a pretty chill guy to talk to. I kind of did like a very small, like very brief, like interview, in DMs. Not really like going into what he like shit about him, but more so like the dramas he was currently in around that time. Maybe like a few months ago. But yeah, he was a pretty chill guy.
Yeah. Which I was involved in a little bit of it. The reason I met him because I got dragged into dramas he was a part of. And I was originally on the opposite side at first, but then that side I was taking was acting completely fucking stupid, weird, and that guy got exposed for more shit. So I flipped on the guy. And I fucking threw him away because he's a fucking disgusting piece of shit. And Dark Docs actually showed me evidence and didn't even hold it against me that I was defending that guy at the time because he knew that I didn't know, and I wouldn't defend discussing shit if I knew that Perp did that shit. Basically, which going in this community though, like you'll, especially if you put your head in too much, you'll get into a lot of shit. Because even though like I'm not big, I get into a lot, well, not a lot, but like just people just don't like my opinion sometimes, whether it be on Twitter or YouTube, and they just fucking get mad and start a logging and be like, "Oh, we're gonna take you down." Like, go for it. I'm small anyways. Wasting your time. So I'll see everything. Let's see. Is there any other like projects besides Green Star Radio in the work at the moment?
Um, maybe, well, not now, probably. Maybe just keep going with like uploads whenever I can with streams. I love to do more stuff on my main channel, commentary or not. I'd still love to start doing other stuff on my main. I have some stuff that I'm working on right now that I'll talk about more publicly once it's kind of like gotten more um what's the word? Kind of
More
more
ex-
like speed going on it, right? What
Mm.
like in the future, maybe if I ever like face reveal, do some like shit like that, get more comfortable, like put face out there online, right? I might do more like IRL stuff. I'd love to do like Tom IRL style VODs, where I'm just streaming IRL or just making videos IRL. That'd be pretty cool.
'Cause that's what I do
Still
sometimes. Like
sign
when
level, but like
that's what I do. Like with like when the commentary stuff, like or when I can't get an interview for the week, I usually just do trail streams. So Dan will just go in the stream and go to the trail. That's where I found that little creepy Halloween decoration the other day. Actually, like the other week, was doing those nature streams. I found it live on air too. Oh. Are you like into which I know it's kind of like a weird question, but are you into politics by chance? Which you kind of answered earlier, but are you into like any like politics?
no, I'm not really like well, I wouldn't say I'm not really political. Like I hold some political like takes and opinions, but I'm not openly political as some others are. I'm openly like centrist. Like yeah, I just say I'm like purely centrist. I don't really lean. I don't lean slightly to either side. I, I only see good and bad in both sides, and just choose to like stay in neither. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
and I
I
think
don't
that's
see
how you
myself
should be.
becoming a political content creator either. I'd rather just stay away because if if the commentary sphere is like rock bottom, then politics and debating politics is probably like absolute ninth circle of hell. Like that's a place I don't want to even breathe the air from.
Not really, just because it's really like not only that, but like you having a political like they ruin your life. Like sometimes like in those spheres, like they will literally ruin your life and fucking dox you over a political opinion, which I think is so fucking retarded. So I don't
Yeah.
blame you for not like being in those communities because all those communities just fucking it's like they make you pick you have to either be right or left. You can't just be centrist or you can't just have your own mind, you know? And I think that's all stupid and dumb. Yeah. I think that's all the questions I've had today. Dan, do you have any more?
Not really. I don't really have that much more. I was just letting you guys talk because you guys seem to
Uh
be doing a good thing.
yeah. Because I would consider Weisler one of my friends because he's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to interview him as well to give him at least a little more spotlight and all that, but so just so my audience gets to know who he is as well. But yeah, I guess we'll be moving to the Jeffrey Epstein segment now. If you want to stay for that, you're more than welcome to, Weisler.
Probably just gonna get off and maybe do a little editing. But
All
thanks
right.
for
Well,
inviting me to call in further, and thanks for interviewing me. I am very sorry that I am such a retard with scheduling that I pushed it so far, but I'm
no,
glad
you're
we got
good,
to
man. You're
interview it
good. Like
today.
we still had a great show, and that's all it's about, just having a fun show. And you've been a great guest tonight.
Oh yeah, great talking to you,
All
Dan. Even if I don't really remember talking to you before,
Yeah, that's crazy.
you're really
right.
fun to bounce shit off of.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. It's been
Oh yeah,
Weisler from Green Star Radio. Peace.
All right,
peace out.
ladies and
Have
gentlemen,
a good
thanks
night,
for coming.
boys.
Peace out. You have a good
Well,
night,
stay
man.
tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to you in the next
Wait.
episode.
Oh, wait. Are we not? Wait. Aren't we not getting to the Jeffrey Epstein stuff?
Sure, let's actually get into that real quick. And I want to bring
Yeah,
it
we
up.
can only do like 10, 20 minutes. Like, we don't got to do long. But so the
So, a little bonus
government has
segment,
to
ladies and
not.
gentlemen. A little bonus segment. Let's talk about something that really fucking disturbs me to a very fucking aggravating degree. Who the fuck ran for the FBI, saying they would release the Epstein files and prove Epstein had a list of people. And the Republicans. Who decided it didn't exist anymore? Cash Patel and the Republicans. We're not getting those files.
It's not
You
just
fucking
it's
know
not
why?
just Republicans or
Yeah,
Democrats.
hold
It's the
on,
government
Trent.
as a
Hold on,
whole.
Trent. Hold on, Trent. Before this, it was the Democrats. Now it's the Republicans. If you guys don't have any fucking doubt in your goddamn fucking mind that they're working together, you're a fucking idiot. You're just fucking retarded, and you should shut your fucking mouth. These same people who want to get rid of your fucking guns, your Second Amendment right to own a firearm, which protects your First Amendment right to talk shit about the government that just buried the fucking Epstein files, they want them to have more control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens when you give the government control, ladies and gentlemen? You want to know what happens when you give the government the ultimate control over protection and freedom?
Let's actually explain the situation. So apparently, the government is denying that the Epstein files fucking exist. Why are you
That's
denying
because
this
we gave
shit?
them so much power that they can investigate themselves and find out that they did nothing wrong.
Without actually investigating, like they're pretending to investigate. It's like, oh, I investigated myself. It's like,
No,
bro, it's been
Cash
like 2
Patel
seconds. Yeah, we investigated
was
ourselves.
probably jacking off in his office and just remembered, oh shit, dude, I fucking forgot about. Oh, we're gonna have to cut that shit off quick, dude. Fuck, let me just.
If what happened?
Exactly what he fucking did. He was jacking off in his office, and he just remembered that the Epstein files were a thing, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta cover this shit up quick. They don't fucking exist. Click send.
Basically, and not only that, but it's like, why would they say they're gonna release it, but then try to say they don't exist? It's like, we're not stupid, you know, we're
But
not dumb.
send
Like,
a
yeah, we're
fucking
civilians.
redacted list first. These people think we're all fucking stupid, which in reality they're probably right because a lot of us are really fucking stupid. They sent
Yeah.
a partially redacted client list to influencers.
See, but that's the thing. They're trying
And
to
the
influence.
press.
See, that's the thing. You know why the government can get away with it? Because all these influencers, mainstream media, basically mainstream media and influencers that suck the mainstream media's dick, fucking cover it up and fucking
No,
agree with the government and kiss the government's ass.
The government needs to realize, and they need to realize it real fucking quick. There is a list. Do you want to know what proves the fact there's a list? Ghislaine Maxwell is still in prison. Why is she in prison? Isn't it illegal to hold somebody in prison for a crime they didn't fucking commit? So what is the government going to do exactly? Are they just going to magically let her go and prove that the list did exist? Or are they going to kill her and prove that they did kill Jeffrey Epstein? What are they going to do? They are not going to escape this. They are not going to fucking escape the fact of the matter that they tried to cover up the Epstein files, and they did a terrible job at it because if they were smart, they would have released Ghislaine Maxwell before they said it didn't fucking exist. But there are people in the
They
government,
would have
and
just
they're
said,
all working together.
"Wait, hold on," or they would have just said it didn't exist at all, like, and not change the story and be consistent. Like, if you're gonna be a liar, you gotta at least be a consistent liar. You can't
Exactly.
change your story.
But Cash Patel is a terrible liar. So is Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, I swear, Pam Bondi is the biggest Republican pick-me bitch in the fucking damn government right now. And I'm sorry, Pam Bondi, as much as you want to arrest me for that, for calling you out, you dumb whore. You're not going to without a massive fucking civil lawsuit going on your fucking forehead.
See, that's the thing too. It's like what, like America, like these people in America are literally trying to become what we hate. Because
They
don't we
want to
hate
become
communists?
dictators.
Don't we hate all these other countries for doing that, arresting people over free speech? But yet America's starting to go the same way.
Yeah, here's the fucked up part. The left does it and the right does it. When are we going to realize it's not a fucking political issue? When the fuck do we step up and say, oh yeah, they're just dividing us based on skin color, religion, all that shit,
Yeah, and we need
because
to,
they want to
and that's
distract
the
from the
thing. The
fact
real
that
enemies
it's
isn't
actually a
the
class
real
issue.
enemy. Hold on. Here's the real enemies, right? Like Ryan Rogers said on our interview, it ain't the lefties, it ain't the righties, it ain't centrists, it ain't even fucking stupid people on Twitter. It's the industry. It's the people that run the industries that are planting all these political seeds in our minds to make us divided. It's the industry doing it.
So I'm gonna tell you guys what's gonna happen. Notice how they repealed the NFA recently, right? National Firearms Act in the big beautiful bill. They did that
Yep.
to make you think you have control. They're just going to reinstate it in the next 5 years. They're going to bring that shit back in the next 5 years after school shootings go up without any fucking noticeable reason. Because, I mean, let's be honest. The more guns you have, the less gun crime happens. That's just the facts. That's been the facts since fucking the early 30s. However, they're going to try and twist it into being like, oh, there's an unstable people epidemic. We need to get rid of guns for everybody else's safety. They're going to do this here. What happens when the government gets rid of guns? I'll tell you what happens. 1911, Turkey. They established gun control. You know the place Hassan Piker fucking comes from? Yeah, that's fucking real fucking crazy, huh? 1915 to 1917. A couple fucking years later, after Turkey instituted gun control, 1.5 million Armenians were rounded up and exterminated because they didn't have the ability to even fucking defend themselves from government control. Years later, 1935, China had established the same thing under Mao Zedong. 1948 to 1962, 200, not 200, not 200,000, it's actually 20 million political dissidents were rounded up or exterminated. 1956, Cambodia and Laos. They established gun control. They lasted a little bit longer, but still the same shit happened. 1975 to 1977, 1 million educated people managed to get themselves rounded up or exterminated because they didn't have the ability to defend themselves from the government, which had guns. 1970, Uganda did the same thing, except instead of educated people, political dissidents, or a specific ethnic group. This time it was a religious group, which happened to be
And not only that, but
from 1971 to 1979. This happens
here's
over and
another
over again.
point.
Gun control is not to control people from killing themselves. It is to control the people
Hold
from
on.
holding the government accountable.
Also want to point out too how taking guns away is not going to stop the criminals. It's just going to stop people from defending themselves from the criminals.
Exactly.
So they're trying.
They
So if
want this to
anything,
happen.
if they
Make
take
no
away,
mistake,
hold on,
ladies and
let me
gentlemen.
finish. Hold on, wait, don't cut me off. Let me finish my point real quick. If they take away the guns for the citizens, then the citizens are gonna die, and the citizens can't defend themselves. If anything, all this is really fucking over. Is the actual citizens, good people that want to protect themselves, because criminals are gonna get the guns regardless. It ain't stopping criminals. Because there's 400 million illegal guns in America alone.
Which means there's 400 million illegal guns and 345 million legal guns. There is like way more guns than there are people. But let me give you guys a little weird statistic, okay? Let me give you guys a little bit of a weird statistic. You know how the government keeps on trying to go after Armalite rifles, the Armalite platform of rifles,
Yeah.
the sporting rifles? I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the most easily accessible, most easy to use. It's so easy that the military still uses it like fucking 70 years later after the Vietnam War when the first Armalite rifle was made. And the Air Force adopted it, but the Army fucked it up. But we're not going to talk about that. It just shows that the government knows that if they want to push to shove, they need to get rid of one specific thing first to make the domino fall and a slippery slope to come up so they can take the rest of them. You guys want to know something? Handguns kill more people than the AR platform of weapons. The AR does not stand for assault rifle or automatic rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm. And that's what, yeah, and a lot of
A lot
people
of people
don't
are
because a
ignorant
lot
to
of
that
people are
fact. It is
stupid.
the patent.
Like they think it stands. Like a lot of people think because they're fucking retarded. So that's the thing too. It's like a lot of us civilians are uneducated, and I feel like the government's trying to make people dumber just so they can use
the
it.
government is doing that. That's why you all need to pick up a fucking book. Or if you can't pick up a book, look online and research. Don't blindly follow things. I know it's fucking hard. I will admit, sometimes I blindly follow shit myself too. But
So
just one small thought of, hey, maybe I should research this a little bit more.
that's just
And
human
the government
nature.
would
Even
not
I
be able
do
to get
that
its claws into
sometimes. But
you.
you gotta get yourself out of that situation.
Exactly. So what I'm going to say here is, there was a famous quote by one of our founding fathers. Those who trade in their freedom and liberty for securities deserve none of them. If you trade in your freedom, liberty, and rights for the government to protect you, you can't complain when they fucking start shooting you in the street because you don't deserve their protection. You gave up your rights. What makes you think
No, because
you deserve protection? Because the rights were the things that were helping you to protect yourself, you fucking idiot.
exactly. It's what a lot of people don't understand. It's like if you
People
get
like to think the
privileges, you
fuck.
can't just fucking act like when someone does something for you, it doesn't mean you get to act however the hell you want. You still gotta respect that person. In fact,
Exactly.
you should respect people. Like you should respect. Like people should respect at least, even though like the government is like we can criticize the government for its flaws and its sweeping for Epstein and shit like that. But at least the United States government doesn't kill us for having different opinions. Because if you try to expose the shit in Russia, you're dead. Try to expose the shit in North Korea, you're dead.
Hold on a minute, Trent. Hold on, hold on. You're kind of 50-50 on this, dude. You're kind of 50-50 on this. If you think the government is doing
What do you mean?
people in America, okay, there's a joke for the Soviet Union. Somebody says, "Oh, I can just go up and march to my president and ask him what the fuck is he doing? Why is he doing this? And to change it." The Russian says, "I can do the same thing." Doesn't mean both. Which one do you think is more likely to get killed, though? I'm gonna tell you right now, you can't fucking do either. You can't do either, dude. You can't do either. As a United States citizen, you cannot walk up to the Oval Office and ask your president to change shit for you. As a fucking Russian citizen, you can't do the same thing either. You will be shot on sight in both countries.
Oh,
Americans
yeah.
have blinded themselves into believing they're so fucking free that they can ask their representatives to do whatever the fuck you want them to do. But in reality, you can't. Too much red tape, and not even mentioning the fact that they're paid for by people who don't even give a fuck to listen.
Mm-hmm. And you're not wrong either.
America is ranked 27 on the Freedom Index, which means it's pretty fucking free, but it should be ranked more like 97 because the Freedom Index, from what I can tell, only applies to what the government controls the people. Well, corporations control people in America. Corporations control people in the United States of America. So you're not only fighting one front, which is the federal government, you're fighting another front, which is the corporations. Which means, in fucking essence, you're not going to do shit unless you all
No,
stop fucking bickering about race, religion, skin color. Which
it's like
means
let
if you
people
guys
like
get
that's the
mad at
thing.
Jeff Metcalf for calling us like some people who are
And I want
supporting Carmelo Anthony, you're getting mad at him
and
for
I want to
calling
say
somebody
this
else the
too.
N word. You're retarded. If you're defending Carmelo Anthony for stabbing a white kid, you're also retarded. If you're
Hold on.
supporting Austin, like if you're here's the thing. The
I
thing is,
also want to add in. Hold on. I want to
right?
add in too. Hold on. Wait. If I feel like if everyone that brings race, religion, it's like what's the point? Like look at the Israel and fucking Palestine shit. They've been fighting for like 1,000 years over
They look the same to
religion.
me.
It's like, bro, just fucking agree to disagree on your religion. They're literally
Let me
all the
say
same.
one
That's
thing
the
about this,
problem. It's like
Tried.
they're fighting for literally no fucking reason.
Tried. Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. The only reason why people in America fight over skin color and religion is because the government is force feeding that dissemination. If you, as a
Yeah, that's
black
all that's in
American,
the
if
media.
you,
That's
as
all
a
that's
black,
in
if,
like
hold
a
on,
politics.
hold on a minute. If you, as an African American, you're a black American hanging out with a white American and a Hispanic American, if you go into fucking Russia and start saying fuck Putin, you think they're going to call you as black American, white American, Hispanic American? No, they're gonna call you fucking American and kill all of you because you all are American. Doesn't matter what your fucking skin color is.
No. You know what? Wait. You know what they call? Wait. You know what they call you? They call you a dead American and shoot you on the
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. You don't go to other countries and get to claim, oh, hey, I'm a different skin color. They don't give a fuck, dude. Because as soon as they look at your license or your passport and
In
says
fact,
American,
they'll.
if your passport says American, your skin color don't fucking matter, dude. You're fucking American. You're gone. And that's just the fact of the matter. Americans just fucking dilute the fucking pond by fucking separating people in groups of race, religion, all that shit. When in reality, you're falling for the government shit, bro. And if you do that,
A
you
lot of
fucking
people fall for
deserve
the
to be fucking
propaganda.
destroyed by the government. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even blame the government if they want to kill you, because you're literally allowing them to fucking do it. That's not me sympathizing with the government. That's me saying, fucking, what is it? What do we call this?
The truth.
What do, what do we
The
call this?
truth.
It's not the truth, man. It's called survival of the fittest. It's a dog eat dog world. It is literally,
Well,
if
it's still
you,
truth, though. It is still true.
yeah, it is true, but it's like, what is that one evolutionary theory?
It's also called the survival of the fittest.
Yes, there's another one where it's called, like,
Survival of the fit.
yeah, there's another one. Fuck. Can't really think of the word. But like, if the weakest thing, if there's something weaker than the next thing, it will be eradicated or something. Fuck, I don't know. It's just, I can't even blame the government if y'all dumbasses get killed by it because you fell into their trap and you didn't expect the government to fucking kill you after falling into their trap. You're fucking dumb. You're fucking stupid, dude. Maybe the government should have fucking killed you, huh? Fucking go on about the white man and the white fucking
Mm-hmm.
man going on about the black teenager. It don't fucking matter, dude. So when you look at
They
how the
really
government
don't.
swept the Epstein client list under the rug so quickly,
Because
ask
I
yourself
want
this
this.
fucking question.
The thing, race is fucking. People fighting about race is so fucking stupid. It's like we're all human at the end of the day. Why are we fighting
Yeah,
over color? This is not the '60s. In fact, the Civil War was literally over 200 years ago, and we're still fighting over race. Really?
yeah,
The war of the race was literally 2000 like fucking years ago in the 1800s. This is 2025.
yeah. I'll say one thing, right?
I think they are trying to like start another civil war, just like
They're
the
not.
original
No, no,
Civil
they're
War.
not trying. Hold on. Let me be clear right here. Let me be really clear. You're not wrong. They are trying to start a civil war. But let's say one thing first. Let's go one thing at a time here. Epstein client list. If you realize how fast they swept that shit under the rug, they said they were going to do everything about that, and then they just ignored it and swept it under the rug. Be
Yeah, you
very
know
fucking
why?
careful. Be very fucking careful and skeptical of what your government says. Because even though
Hold on,
Trump
hold on.
said
You
he
know
erased
why
the
though? I want to
NSA, I
explain
don't believe
why.
him.
Hold on. You know why they're
Why?
sweeping it up?
Why?
Because all the politicians, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and all the celebrities, all these people will get vindicated and they will get exposed. And the government has to protect these people because all these influencers, politicians, they make the government money, so they
Of
have to
course.
protect these people. It's all about money. That's why they're protecting these people because these people
So,
have more money and they
listen
need
to
them.
this. Listen to this. With how fast they
Mm-hmm.
covered it up, what makes you think there isn't anything else they're covering up? Hmm?
No, there's definitely tons of shit they're
The
covering up.
people who
Hell
trust
of
the
shit
government
they're
to take
covering
care
up.
of them by being like, oh, hey, there was a mass shooting. Please take away our guns so we may not get shot in our schools.
Take care of
You're
yourself.
fucking
Get you a gun and
stupid.
defend yourself.
Yeah. You want to know something crazy? Ever heard of the Secret Service, folks? Ever heard of the Secret Service? Their job is to protect the president at any cost. And they also do financial crimes like counterfeit cash. Why don't schools have armed guards like that? Because after all, schools are our future. I'll tell you why. And this may sound like a Dale Gribble conspiracy theory, but how many fucking times have you heard of child trafficking going on? And the fact that they're trying to lower the age consent and all that stuff, they're trying to make children's lives worthless. So when they start killing you
Mm-hmm.
and your kids, you're not surprised.
Mm-hmm. That is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, but it's true because these people think the only people that should have children are those worthy of having them. You having children? Oh, fuck that. What makes you think you can fucking have children on our fucking planet? So what you need to fucking start doing, you need to start looking at the government, taking everything they say at both face value and at full value, and try and decipher which one seems the most plausible. And you need to be very fucking critical and look at the facts.
Or big or simple solution.
What's the big solution, dude?
Simple hold on. The simple solution is
You're
gives
lagging,
you
bro.
information, do your own research.
No, that's what I was saying, Trent. That's what I was
Do
saying. Whenever the government opens its mouth, you take them both at face value and full value. You combine the two
your
together
own
and see
background.
which one sticks the most. Because here's the thing, the people in power, when they lie, they tell a half truth with what they're going to do, right? Because, like, you do know that when the government lies, they're also saying what they're going to do in the same breath, right? These people in power can't help that. So you need to start piecing that shit together.
No, they can't.
But I'll just say this. Y'all need to be very fucking careful when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to the government. Y'all need to be very fucking careful with who you talk to. And you know what? That makes me a hypocrite for saying that because I'll
Mm-hmm.
talk to anybody. But would you rather me talk to people and get myself
Same
killed?
here, bro.
Or would you rather not talk to anybody and not get killed yourself after seeing what I've done? Hmm? What would you rather do? Because I have all the information. That doesn't mean I'm going to follow it, though. Will you follow the information? You got to decide which is the best for you. And I'm telling you, the best choice for everybody is to make sure your government fucking makes sure ensures that you guys are around. Because without us, government can't do its fucking thing. You want to know what's crazy? World War II. Germany fucking decided to kill its own citizens because they didn't like how they were Jewish. Oh, that
Mm-hmm.
government crumbled real fucking fast, didn't it? Hmm? Real fucking quickly. After everybody was like, that's fucking gay and retarded. Fuck that. So, thing is, be very careful with your fucking government. Do not give up any fucking rights. And this is something I'm pissed at the
Yeah,
Republicans
because what
for.
the fuck you
I'm pissed at the Republicans for this.
doing?
They got rid of abortion. That's giving the government more power. What the fuck are you doing? The Republicans stand for minimizing government influence and power, but they're literally doing it. It's fucking stupid. So at this point in time, I would just say the rent is over. You guys gotta just stick to your own fucking lane. If the government tries to take your guns, just tell them fuck off. I don't have the
Just
guns
tell them fuck off and die.
because I don't own guns. I bought them last week, but I fucking lost them. I reported them to the police already. Say that, get off your property.
See, and
You do
that's the
not
thing too. And
cooperate with the
last thing,
feds
like
at
I
any
was said,
fucking
too.
cost.
Wait, 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 are you done with your rant?
I'm done, yeah. I'm just saying, don't cooperate with the feds at any cost.
All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give my 2 cents. He's kind of been just ranting, which is fine, but I still want to rant too because it's still
Okay.
my show. But anyways, which you've done good though. But anyways, like you're not wrong. Like you shouldn't trust the feds at all. And the fact is, the Epstein shit proves it as well. Because look what they're willing to cover up. I thought America was about justice. Like we're supposed to be about justice and freedom, but instead we're covering for a pedophile known as Jeffrey Epstein. Like what the
Liberty and
fuck?
justice for all,
Like
they
that's
call it.
fucking like how can we say justice for all when we're covering for Epstein. Like that's just so hypocritical. Makes our country look so bad, and we're no better than the other countries by doing shit like this. Just saying,
Yeah.
we're literally no better at all. Like that's the thing. It's like I'm so tired of people saying, "Oh, like that's the thing." It's like, yeah, America is better than most countries, but it's not the best country in the world because our government. Because there is governments out there that don't fucking cover for people like Epstein, like smaller government. I feel like big governments in general, like the bigger something is, the more corrupt it can get.
Yeah, because there's the more people can get inside of it and tear it inside out.
Why do you think all the third world countries like India, China, and all this shit are struggling, but have like a billion population? Because more population and more people equals more problems.
Yeah. There's some countries that you motherfuckers have never heard of before, and there's a reason why. They're
Yeah, and they're doing
prospering.
well, and they're doing well too. Like their economy's more perfect than us. But a lot
Yeah.
of people don't talk about it because they want America to look like the best country in the world when these smaller countries are doing much better than us. And they don't
Yeah.
even speak to us or need us.
Hmm.
But America
Well,
just doesn't want to give them a spotlight because they don't want to lose. They don't want all the citizens moving there because it'd be more beneficial moving to a smaller country that not a lot of people know. In fact, when I'm older and I have kids and a wife, I'm gonna move my family to a smaller country just so they can have better schooling and shit and not deal with this fucking political shit
and let
that
me say
goes on
let me say
because
one
it's
last
all
closing
unhealthy.
statement.
Go ahead, Dan.
Can I say one last closing statement before I
Yes,
end the
go ahead.
stream, my friend?
Yeah, you go
Before we
ahead.
end it?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
People might have saw me wear the American flag on the stream. I wear the American flag because I support the ideas. I don't support the country and what it's turned into. If I wanted to wear a flag, it'd be the Gadsden flag, which means don't
See,
fucking tread on me.
look,
Otherwise, you're gonna fucking get it, dude. But you know what? People would look at me like I'm a fucking alt right extremist. And I don't want to do that. So, be very fucking careful with who you trust.
exactly. Be very careful. And not only that,
Guys,
but people care about the land. Like people, we care about the land, not the government.
mm-hmm.
We care about our families and the citizens, not the government.
Yep.
Because the government don't give two shits about us.
They sold us out just to test that COVID-19 shit.
And there's a helicopter flying over my house. They're probably getting arrested for the stream.
Ah, please the
Can
fifth.
y'all hear it?
No, we can't. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ravencast, episode 28. We interviewed Whylster and we talked about how Bowblax and Jeffrey Epstein's biggest nightmare were government files which have disappeared. If you all enjoyed the stream, press a like on it. If you want to share this last message, timestamp it, share it to people. Doesn't
And
fucking matter to me. Matters to Triton though, because Triton really needs the views. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this stream, hit the like button, share it, subscribe if you want to. We are heading out. Any last words, sir?
peace. Make
Yes,
sure
sir.
y'all subscribe and hit the like button. And always